What is going on, guys? I'm going to be trying and doing a uh, live trading today. So I'm super excited for this one. I hope that it all works out. I've been having a little bit of technical difficulties with the camera and it's been lagging and glitchy, so we'll just see how that goes and we'll see if the camera works and if this is going to be something I'm going to continue doing. I'd like to continue doing this. But anyways, I just want to jump right into my analysis here. So I got the London session move correct. So what I saw on the daily time frame is we swept up this high here. You can clearly see we are in a bit of an uptrend here. So we are making higher highs, higher lows. We took out liquidity here, came back down to rebalance a fair value gap, came back up, took out liquidity. So my thought was we were going to want to come on down, which is what we did. So we did come down into the discount of the hourly range here, and we did tap into this 1 hour bullish fair value gap. So basically what I'm looking for in London session is we do have news. We do have job openings. Jolt's job opening coming out in literally 4 minutes now, so we'll wait on that and see how the market reacts to that. Ideally, what I have drawn up here is, ideally, I'd like to see Jolt. I'd like to see the news push us lower to take out London low here, as this is London session right here. If we take out the London low, then we have a higher chance of tapping into this hourly order block right here. Let me just clear this up. We do have a higher chance of tapping into this hourly order block. To then, I'd like to see a change of state of delivery on the 5 minute. To then we can trade to the upside. So overall today I'm bullish, and I want to see us trade. I want to see us trade a little bit lower to take out that low before I see the push up. But if I do start seeing the push up, I am open still to looking to long, and the reason being is we do have this 15-minute fair value gap as well as a small inverse fair value gap, which we have respected right here. So ideally what we could do is we could be respecting that, coming back down, and then looking for the move to the upside. But as of right now, we are starting to tank lower, so ideally if we can sweep out this low, that would just give me extra confidence to take a trade to the upside. So that's kind of currently what I'm looking at right now for coming into New York AM session. And we'll jump to, we'll just see what happens when the news comes out and go from there. So we have the news coming out in literally 1 minute here. Let's see what this does. Okay. Wow. I'm really hoping that we can just push down a little bit harder. I'm really hoping so. But I kind of have a feeling that it's just going to continue into the upside, to be honest, because we do have all indications showing that we want to go higher. So that's my thought. But we'll just kind of wait and see. I'm going to let this do its thing and then let the markets relax for a little bit before I look to enter anything. But like I said, ideally I'd like to see the price come lower before we go higher. To be completely honest, I could take a trade based off of just what we got here. And I could look to take something like this. Target up to this high. Right off this 5 minute order block. But I don't know if I'm going to take that just because we never swept out the low, and that is one thing that I like, is having this low taken out. Last thing I need is for us to sweep out, this liquidity here and then push down, take out the low to then make the move to the upside. I don't know. I'm just gonna sit back and wait. But you can just see that like price is respecting bullish order flow right now. Like if you even just look here, right, we've respected the bullish fair value gap, respect the bullish inverse fair value gap. If I come to the 1 hour time frame, right, we're in this bullish fair value gap, and then we're respecting this bullish inverse. So things are looking bullish for me. Now the problem I'm having is, first of all, we're not in discount anymore, but it's okay. I'm more than happy to take a trade closer to discount, like in the middle. But this order block is just, I think that's also a 4 hour order block also. Yeah, it is. So that's just the only thing that's concerning me, is that price might want to dip down to reach into there. But ideally, right, we have this fair value gap here on the 4 hour time frame, which is what we could reach for. And then ideally we take out this high here if we are truly bullish. We got a bunch of fair value gaps there. Sit back, relax, and wait. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I ideally would enter this, to be honest. But the problem is just we never took out the low. That's the only problem. And that's just like following trading rules, right? And my trading rules state, like, we need to see a sweep of time-based liquidity, and we have not done that. Like, we did not take out London low. And that's a big... I know we took out Asia low here, right? Obviously, because Asia low's here. We took it out. We never took out, like, previous New York session low, previous day low. We've never taken out. That's the only thing that's keeping me from not trading right now. Is that I know that the markets like to move towards the time-based liquidity. And clear as day, London high is all the way here. London low is right here. Right? So we're a lot closer to these lows, which I think are going to be taken. So, I don't know. Also, I don't see a reason to trade if we're just in this choppy range here. Like, what am I trading here? And if you look here, we have like all these highs, right? We have these relative equal highs right here on the 15 minute. So that's exactly what we could have done, is like chop, 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 took out the liquidity here to push us lower, to take out this liquidity to push us higher. That's my thought. Will that happen? You never know. This is where patience come in these markets, because sometimes you show up. That's the thing, is you just want to show up every single day, no matter the situation. Well, unless something really bad has happened to you, but you want to show up every single day, and even on days like this where it's just chop and showing you nothing, you still sit and you wait. And that just shows your discipline. That will just show your patience. And that's just what these markets are about. Because then there's the days where you're going to get those good setups, those A+ setups, and you just execute exactly to your plan. And that's where the money comes in. So today, ideally, we don't have an A+ setup so far. And I mean, it is only like 23 minutes into the AM session, so we got lots of time left. But right now, it's just, there's nothing. So just waiting for volatility to come into the market and show us if we want to continue going higher, or if we want to come down and take out the low before continuing going higher. That would be ideal, but we still can look into getting into a trade, even without taking out that low. I just would probably go half risk, just because it's not like an A+ setup according to my plan. So, but we'll just sit back and still just wait on what's going on. Consider taking, like, if we can get a change of state delivery here, if we can get if we can get a push up and close above this high here, I'd be willing to take a trade off the order block. like off this order block, but I'm not gonna take it on my main account. Only way I'll take a trade off my main account is if we sweep out the low. I'll take it on my other account. This would be a 10 pip stop, so I'd just go five lots for. Because I'm actually in a challenge right now. I'm in a trading challenge for a $100,000 challenge, so I might just take it on that account actually, just because. Why not? I got a certain time frame for that. The other accounts I don't have the time frame, so not interested in taking anything on those time frames. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna take it on the I'm gonna take this on the competition account, because why not? I don't got much to lose on that account. But I honestly think it's gonna run off coming into here, but we'll just see what price does. I'll take off risk at this high here. If we hit out this high here, just because of relative equal highs, I'm gonna cancel the limit, because if it does decide to come back down, I have a good feeling we're probably gonna come down to these lows here. But if we do come down to these lows, that's a good sign for us, because then we can enter for longer term long position. So we got the bias right, but there just wasn't really a trade opportunity. Could have taken it off of this order block here. Like I could have. But the reason why I didn't take this trade here was, like I said, we never swept out the low. And that is one of my biggest things coming into my trading sessions. Is like, if I don't see a London low sweep, then normally I'm not going to trade it. Just because it's just how I backtest. That's just the backtesting of my strategy. And if I don't see that sweep, then I don't have the start of my setup, because like my trading rules, my trading plan literally states, once London low is taken, we're gonna look to, once the London high or low is taken, I want to use the higher time frame direction to see if we can take a trade in the opposite direction, because we're trying to catch that reversal. Right now, we are getting that beautiful reversal right now. We're getting a very nice reversal. But we never had the sweep of liquidity, so that's why I'm not taking the trade. The sweep was probably right here, right? This is the main one. Comes up, comes back in, plays in the 15-minute fair value gap, and then it's just continuing to the upside. So this was the move I wanted to catch, but the fact that we didn't have really too much of an entry, there's no point in me getting in, right? I was literally just listening to a podcast yesterday, and it was saying just because there's a move doesn't mean there was a trade, and this is a perfect example of it. I don't care that I've missed this. Like, it's not a big deal. It's nice to know that the bias was correct. I did think that price was going to continue going up, but what I personally wanted to see was we take up the low, but we didn't. And we're just continuing up, and that's where I think we're going to have a higher, I think the next draw is going to be up here if we continue with the daily long-term uptrend here. We'll probably go up, target this high, and then take out this high, come back down, potentially take out this high, and then either look to, consolidate or switch directions. But as of right now, I'm going to cancel the limit. Let that load. Okay, so we're no longer going to be taking that trade. I think I'm going to sit out for today, to be honest. This would have been the move I wanted to catch. Clearly we didn't catch it. The only thing I could have thought of is maybe taking it off this order block, but like I said, we never got the first confirmation in my trading plan. So as of right now, guys, we are still pushing up, and price has come up, and now pretty much coming up to the take profit area off that original order block I was going to take. So I didn't trade. I didn't take anything. I stayed out of the market today, which is fine. I'm completely fine with the fact that I'm not in markets, just because I didn't see my setup. There's no reason for me to get into the markets if I don't see my setup. If I'm not following the trading plan, why take the trade? There's no reason. So basically that's the trading of the day. So if you guys like these videos, if you like the style of this, I know the camera sometimes glitches and like my voice doesn't go with the mic and goes with everything, so I am going to be looking to upgrade that, but like for now this is what I'm going to have to do, and this is how it's going to have to work. But if you guys do like this style of video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll continue posting these live trading videos. Once I do upgrade cameras and stuff, I am going to look into actually live trading, so that will be something in the near future here. But as of right now, this is where we're at, and this is what we're going to be doing. No trade for today. Stayed out of the market, followed the plan. So good habits are being built, and that's all that this game's about, right? Is we're just trying to build good habits. So if you guys want to see any future videos, leave a comment, and I will look at them, and I will deliver.